What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Depending on whenever you're watching this, I just got done watching the Lakers lose. If you're a basketball guy or a basketball fan, I just got done seeing them lose to the OKC. This is probably why I'm in a bad mood right now. But I wanted to make a video on the importance of investing early, especially for people who are a little bit younger. When I think about investing early into the stock market or investing early into your Roth IRA, or even potentially by investing early via a 401k that your employer sponsors, right? I just wish these courses, these things were taught in school. That's one of my reflections. Like, I just wish these things were taught in school because nobody ever told us what a 401k is. It's when I got my corporate job that they're telling me, okay, you have the opportunity to open a 401k. And for the most part, they talk about it, but they kind of skim through it. So you actually have to be like, 401k, okay, I guess. I guess I'll open one. I don't know what it is, but I'll open one, I guess. But then there's other people who don't even know what the 401k is, or they might speak a different language. And during these orientations and these presentations, when they're coming to the job, they don't necessarily know what the 401k is, and they end up not being able to open one. But 401ks, Roth IRAs, these are not things that are taught in schools. These are not things that are taught in the real world. Yes, you'll find the generic information on the internet, or you'll find the generic information on YouTube by watching a YouTube video, but it takes you being resourceful. It takes you going out of your way to seek this knowledge. I kind of wish this stuff was accessible more to us because if it was accessible to someone like me or you early on, you could potentially retire by 30, 35, 40, depending on whatever age you started investing at. Let's say you were able to, let's say your parents knew about investing and they knew that they were able to open a custodial account for you and they were able to start investing into an ETF, or they could start investing into the whole broad market as a whole for you at a young age, right before you turn 18. So as soon as you're born, they open a custodial account where they're the overseer of this account, they're managing this account, but you are the person who, when you turn 18, this account is going to get turned over to you. Majority of our parents don't know this. This is why most of the time we have to come and figure out this information for ourselves. And depending on your background, your culture, wherever you come from, your parents might be first generation parents, or they might just be parents that were in America, but that didn't necessarily uh, go out of their way to find this information. So the only ones that become successful in this way, or the only ones that plan to open a Roth IRA or custodial account for their kids, is a parent who actually planned for this, or who might have gone to school for finance, who might have gone to school for investing or different things like that, right? So I wish this information was way more accessible to us because you could potentially retire by your 30s, by your 35s, by your 40s. I'm not going to say it's purposely not shown to us, but for some reason, I think, I don't know. I honestly don't know, right? This information has to become more accessible, right? For you to know what a Roth IRA is. Like a Roth IRA, uh, individual retirement account, right? Where you're able to invest, contribute to this account, and buy stocks, buy ETFs. And over the long run, you will not be taxed in this account. That's the Roth IRA. Traditional IRA, you'll be taxed when you turn 59 and a half, when you plan on withdrawing this money. But a Roth IRA, you can hold this money as long as you want because you're being taxed as time's going, right? You're already being taxed. Your money that you're putting into this Roth IRA it's already taxed. So you're able to invest into your Roth IRA. And when you go to withdraw it at 59 and a half, you're able to take this money out tax free, right? And the whole purpose of this Roth IRA is to allow you to take 7,000 this year it's 7,500, which is a contribution limit. Last year I think it was around I think it was around 7,000 last year, right? This year 7,500, but this contribution limit it's set to allow you to invest and max out your IRA. And I hear sometimes people talk about, "Oh, I didn't max out my IRA this year." I'm like, "Are you crazy? You know the amount of gains you're missing out on by not putting the full contribution amount? If they could add 8,000 or 9,000, 10,000 or 15,000, which they would never do as a contribution limit, like you would be everybody would be retired by the time they're like 35, 40, which is obviously not good for the economy, right? You have to have people working, you have to have people buying things, you have to have people consistently just working every single day, right? That's how the economy flows. It's kind of a circle in that way. But they're never going to do that. So you have to take advantage of maxing out your Roth IRA. And when you think about what a Roth IRA is, let's say you're someone who's brand new, you don't know exactly what a Roth IRA is. First of all, the way to open it, you go on a brokerage app, that's called Fidelity, that's called Vanguard or Robinhood or Charles Schwab, M1 Finance, depending on what type of user interface you like, what type of company. It's really based off of preference, right? There's not a right one to go with. I personally have Fidelity because my 401k plan is already with my 401k plan is already with Fidelity. So I just connected my Roth IRA and used this specific brokerage as my long-term plan. But you can choose whichever brokerage you want. But a brokerage allows you to buy and trade stocks. It allows you to open a personal brokerage account, a taxable personal brokerage account, right? Taxable personal brokerage account is different than a Roth IRA. Taxable personal brokerage account, you can buy stocks, you can buy ETFs, you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy whatever uh, asset that you would like, but just know that when it comes time to sell this asset, it's not just free money. You have to take some of this money and pay the government. You got to pay the IRS. You got to pay your taxes on this personal brokerage account. But via this brokerage account, Fidelity, Robinhood, whatever you're using, you are able to take this brokerage account and open up a Roth IRA account. It allows you the opportunity to open up a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, right? Traditional means you will be taxed later, right? Traditional means you'll be taxed later. Roth IRA means you're being taxed now. As you're putting in your money, you're being taxed now. So by the time you're 59 and a half, it's free withdrawal. So opening this account in your personal or your brokerage account, whichever your brokerage app, whichever app that you choose, Fidelity, Vanguard, you're able to then contribute to your account every week, every month. And my goal for this year was to max it out completely. And I'm on pace for that, right? I'm week after week, I'm contributing to my IRA. I'm contributing to my IRA all the way up until it's 7,500. And when it's 7,500, I know I'm good and I know I'm set. Last year, I think I contributed the full amount as well. Right? It took me up till this April because April 15, 2026 of this year was the last date that you can contribute for the 2025. But I was able to finally get that last payment in for that 2025 year. But this year, my goal again is to max it out. And you should also have this goal because every year that goes by that you don't open a Roth IRA, every year that goes by where you're not investing, you're actually losing your money. You're losing your money. If you don't understand that you're losing your money, just having your money sitting in your savings account, just having your money sitting in your checkings account, you're actually losing money because of inflation. And I know you guys always hear what inflation is, but inflation is just a natural cycle of this capitalism society that we live in. That's just how it works, right? Prices rise, things go higher, and then it's basically a domino effect. It's a snowball effect. Right after that, prices rise, and those prices, uh, because companies are trying to make more revenue, it, those prices get passed down to who? Us, the consumer. People like me and you who are buying things consistently on a day-to-day basis. So this is what ends up happening with inflation. So when your money is just sitting in a bank account, sitting in a savings account, not a high yield savings account. If you're when your money's just sitting in a regular bank savings account and you're not earning any interest on your money, which all banks know what they're doing when they have like a Bank of America, a Chase, where they give you 0.0 interest on your savings account, right? They're not giving you anything back. You're essentially losing money because what your money could have bought a year ago, you now essentially need more because things are going up in price. A McDonald's could have been $1.37 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now it's at 250, 260. Just one McChicken, right? I'm talking about specifically a McChicken. But just think about that. That's your example right in front of your face. You didn't even have to go to eggs or milk or everything else that's being sold online or in these stores. That's your simple example right there. The McChicken that we used to know that you could buy for $1, it wasn't even $1.37. It was $1.06. Now things have changed, right? Inflation has risen the price of a McChicken, right? Because what is McDonald's trying to do? McDonald's is trying to make more and more money every year. They're trying to make more and more money every year. So what are they naturally going to do? Prices are naturally going to increase. And if when you really understand business and you look at the back end of things, McDonald's needs to pay for shipments to come in, their burgers to come in, gas starts costing more. It's all margins game. Gas starts costing more, right? The amount needed to pay to have these burgers and these breads and these cheeses transported over to come to the actual stores costs more. So what ends up happening? All this is a domino effect. This them having to pay more leads to us having to pay more and these prices increasing. Yes, you might see a 10-cent increase, 12-cent increase, or 15-cent increase on products, but that's actually substantial because over time it just keeps on growing. And the more that you save your money in just a regular account, checkings account, and you're not investing into the actual market, you're not investing into companies that are gaining these returns and that are allowing you to be part of their growth, you're missing out. You're missing out. And I don't know how much else to say it, but you need to start investing today. It's not an option, right? So thanks for watching. I hope I kind of got through to you and explained a few things that you can look at from a different lens, a different perspective, so you can get a better sense of what investing is. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below so you can keep up with these videos. And also go check out eawealthteam.com. I have a Roth IRA blueprint that you can tap into and start your Roth IRA journey. Then I have my network tracking uh Excel sheet that you can download to start using. And I also have one-on-one consultations if you need help setting up your Roth IRA. If you need help getting to know how to start investing, I could help you. Right? I'm not gonna say I know everything. I know, no, right? But I think I've over the last few years I've learned a few things, right? That I just want to share with you guys. So go check out eawealthteam.com and please subscribe down below to keep up with these videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again probably tomorrow or 2 days from now. So peace.